Welcome to Life Bright Compass, your space for real stories, deep lessons, and inspiration that lights your path. If you believe in growth, courage, and living a meaningful life, you're in the right place. There once lived a humble man named Arvind, a small-town trader with a kind heart, who always had enough to get by. His shop ran fine, his family loved him, and his life looked simple from the outside. But inside, his mind was a battlefield. Arvind was always lost in thought, worried about what might go wrong, fearful of things that hadn't happened yet, and always chasing questions that had no answers. Though his days were full of work, his soul felt empty. Overthinking became his habit. Anxiety became his shadow. One evening, overwhelmed and hopeless, Arvind left his home. He walked for hours seeking answers. Eventually, he reached a fast-flowing river, its narrow wooden bridge shaking in the wind. He froze. The river was dangerous, but he couldn't go back either. That's when he noticed a strange man in a black hood standing nearby. His eyes were blood red, his voice cold and hollow. It was Death. Death stared at Arvind and said, "Listen carefully. Before sunrise, I will visit your village and take 50 people with me." Terrified, Arvind ran back. He warned the villagers. They panicked. No one slept that night. But when morning came, something terrible happened. Over 500 people had died. Arvind was devastated. He ran back to the river, and there stood Death, waiting. "You lied!" Arvind shouted. "You said you'd take 50, but 500 are gone! What did they do to deserve this?" Death smiled and replied, "I only took 50. The rest were taken by worry." Arvind was speechless. Death's next words would change him forever. "Worry and fear kill more than I ever could." Overthinking robs your peace. You suffer once in reality, but overthinking makes you suffer twice. Once in your mind, and again if things go wrong. Life is uncertain, but you must take chances. You can't win the lottery if you never buy a ticket. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just move, trust, live. If this story awakens something inside you, then perhaps you were meant to hear it. Subscribe to Life Bright Compass, not just for stories, but for reflections that remind you, you are not alone.